got our fuses put in. Had to go to Advance, get some more fuses because I blew one for the fan because I was just stealing them. I blew one for the electric fans and then I blew one for the wipers. So I got all those put back in. So got it cleaned up. We're already late and we'll get ready to go. So new day, we'll try it again. That's a little smoky this morning, but maybe that's just oil on the rings, oil's leaking by the valve, something like that. But it's not awful, but it's not great. We made it. Better late than never, but if I wasn't late, I wouldn't make it anywhere. So we made it. I think they've already run the first run, which isn't a big deal. We got a couple hours to run today, so we got the check tire pressure at about 26 cold this morning. Everything else looks good. Fluids look good. Add a little bit of engine oil to it. So I think we should be good. So, I don't know if you saw, but that Fox body just slid out. But no, I'm pretty excited to run again today. So if I can get a 46 anything, I'll be happy. I run a 47.1 yesterday, so I was cutting some time down yesterday. So if I can get a 46 today, I'll be pretty happy. You know, cutting the time down will be good, but if I get a 46, would be pretty small. Not bad for the first run. So, in the video, it looks like we're picking up the rear tire a little bit going through the corner. So I pulled 2 clicks out of the rebound, pulled 2 clicks out of the compression to see if I could get the rear end to plant a little bit better, because I think we're losing some speed because we're picking that one tire up and spinning. So I think we're getting closer on the suspension. I still think we're a little short on tire tread wear, but it's more consistent around the track today than it was yesterday. So I think we're getting a lot closer. So we may only have a couple more runs when they shut us down on the first event, but we may have some in the second. So if we can at least stay consistent, I'll be happy. Well, we may get 1 or 2 more runs in the first event, so we'll see. I pulled a couple clicks in the rear end, compression and rebound, so hopefully I can get the tires on the racing for each other. We're racing for times, but that's still pretty cool that he didn't come hawk me down. That's exciting. That is absolutely exciting. That's a good run. Launched about 1600 RPM. That was a good run. I'm happy with that. I don't know if it was any faster than yesterday's, but that makes me feel pretty good. Thank you very much, sir. A 12.26.5 at 111 mile an hour. Almost 112. He run a 12.59 at 114. So he had me in a mile an hour, but I got him on the elapsed time. So that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. This may not be the best autocross car. It may not be the best drag truck, but dadgummit, it's pretty quick. It does everything all right. It's hard to beat that. It is absolutely hard to beat that. I'm wound up. That is exciting.
Be a part of this, and it's an honor. So thank you all, and we'll see y'all next year. And we're gonna do it bigger and better like we always do. So thank y'all so much. Appreciate it.
Let's give on an RTR and Fun Hammer. Another big round of applause, everybody.
All right, today's last day of Holley Ford Fest, and we've had an absolute blast. There's always something to do. There's just something to see. You can walk through and see thousands of cars and not see the same one. The truck's gotten faster. I've gotten faster. We've learned a lot about the truck. I'm excited with the way it's doing. It's been a bit of a learning curve. It's a different experience. It's quite wild, and I've enjoyed it. I've had a good time. We're getting packed up this morning. We gotta leave early to get over to the drivers meeting this morning and get ready for the 3S challenge, and that'll be the last event. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're in the runnings to really win anything or even podium, because I clipped a cone yesterday on that 45.4 run on the autocross. Right now I have the fastest drag strip time, but I have one of the slowest autocross times. So it is what it is. Like I said, I've learned a lot, so that's a ton. I mean, that's worth its weight in gold, and had an absolute blast. So I'd say pretty excited. So we'll see how we do in the 3S challenge. I mean, maybe I can bring it back around a little bit. Like I said, I don't think I'll win anything, but not a big deal. It's just been fun. I mean, we've just wandered around and saw all kinds of cars and trucks and airplanes and, you know, whatever. There's just stuff to do all the time. So anyway, we got to finish getting ready, and we'll be heading over to the track here shortly. Get everything warmed up, get pulled over there. We're actually a little early today, so it's a little weird. So get this truck warmed up a little bit, and we're gonna roll over to the grid. First run of the 3S challenge, so we'll see how it is. Hopefully I got enough traction to get started, but we'll see. I noticed these two Lightnings out here, they've got wide and stock wheels. They're running 315s. They got some meats on them, so we'll see how we do. This first run will probably be pretty slow, trying to get it all figured out where to brake, where to go. But it looks like we'll get quite a few runs today. Not a lot of people, not as many Grand Champions showed up today, so we may actually let a few passes go to kind of watch the field, see how we do. first gear before it broke the tires loose. So I wanted to run it out as long as I could get it. And we're running faster, so we're still picking up time. This truck's still got a lot more in it. So I'm gonna keep running and we'll see how fast we'll get. As convenient as you can get. Yeah, everything's close, everything's tight.
And on it, they probably won't move from there. I'll clean it up. Well, I might actually have to drop that down because I think I'm going to get the classic instruments.
Okay,
panel. It's like the map
yeah, I saw you on the screen that you're not using.
Well, it goes red. Like if I see yellow and red for RPM, I know.
Oh, too much.
You know you got to shift to 9,000 or something.
At some point, I think I should. I think a junkyard 7-liter fully forged stroker heavy.
Oh.
So, and it's a stock cam stroker, so it is violent torque. It is,
yeah.
On time-wise, it was the slowest because it bent leaf springs and everything, and it just blew the tires off.
Right.
But that's kind of what I want in my daily, just a fun, ridiculous tire burner. Coyote's going to probably go back to J&J, and I might buy the LS from them. I have a 71 International Harvester Corvette subframe that we built into it.
Oh, really?
So the engine's 13 inches back, 8 inches down, and it's this long bed farm truck that blows everyone out of the water on the mountain roads.
That's pretty cool.
And it's 6-liter LQ4, so I'm like, 6.2 LS3 is going to be even better.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's wild. No, I quite like it. It's a sight to see out there.
This it needs some refinement, it needs some better tires, but it's got all the right pieces.
Yeah.
The little development is going to be absurd.
Yeah. I saw you running a quick performance rear end.
No, it's Gear FX.
Oh, it is?
So it is, basically this can drop off and go into an Xfinity Cup car on Saturday.
Really? Damn, what's going to sound? Yeah. It's actually got a built modified by JLT. It's got rods, pistons, crank. It's got quarter polished heads, everything. Yeah, I'm like, all right, sweet. So we put on the dyno, made like just under 550 horsepower, like 650 grams. Out here on the track and anywhere else, even those 295 street tires. So I basically spin from cone to cone, and I can't put any power down. But other than that, it does a good job for a big old truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about fun.
Yeah. Although I'm having a blast to get just to see all the stuff and poke around with everybody else. I mean, no, it's a blast. No, we've been out. Like I said, this is the first of being here. This is the first time I'm out across the truck, so I'm trying to take pointers from everybody else.
I will tell you, I won't offer advice because my phrase is a great road racer does not make a good autocrosser. A great autocrosser will make a good road racer. I've grown up road racing and triple track racing, and I feel like a complete idiot out with it's just, you have to drive a very specific way. And it's funny, I was talking with Jimmy Day, the organizer.
Yeah.
And he has comes from a road racing background, and he can give pointers because he's been around it enough.
Right.
Put him in the car to do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I do the 11 racing with my friends. I'm a long sprint. I'm the long haul driver, and when we need to make up time, I'm that driver.
Yeah.
I'm hauling on a road course, but I get out here and I'm just like wandering around. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, it was like yesterday. Like I said, this is the first time I run like a 55 yesterday morning. I got it down to a 45 in after the very last one. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not even sure how the cones are supposed to be set up. I'm lost out there. I'm driving this Daisy the first lap.
that's what you're supposed to do. It's better to come up on it, because I think one of my problems is I just go full attack right away.
Yeah.
Versus that gradual creep up.
Right, and that's where I was at, because I was kind of rolling into the corners and sliding in. Yeah.
The number one advice I'll ever give, is I'm still practicing it, but I can see the results. When you get to a slalom, set your throttle like the first one, not the long straight slalom, but that real tight slalom.
Yeah.
Set your throttle position and don't change it.
Yeah. Okay.
So like once you get in, you're not going to change your right. Once you find the right point, you may have to take a couple rounds and have too much right, but you don't want to lurch between each turn. It's just you hold the consistent throttle
And you're steering.
and just steer the car through.
Yeah.
Don't
That makes
ramp all those times. But like that center section where you had the free slalom, that's just haul between two and get the car through. But the tight slaloms, it's literally just set your throttle, don't change your throttle position,
Right.
and cruise your car through.
That makes sense.
And like I was talking with one other person that said, told them, I was like, this is the best advice I've ever gotten. I'm still learning to apply it.
Yeah.
That one, their next one out where they did that, they knocked a second off.
Really?
And they were just like, that was the best advice ever. And I'm like, I just need to learn how to listen to my own advice.
Yeah, because that makes so much more sense of just like cruising. Because a lot of times it'd be you give it gas, but you're losing that time.
And each time you're giving it gas, you're unsettling the car.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah, and I've got 4 inches of body roll in between. Even though it's got QA1 shocks, it's a pickup truck. But yeah,
I will say if the double adjustables, if you don't have them,
that's what I got.
What were you running on that?
I've got 11 clicks of rebound and 8 clicks of compression.
Try tighten your compression, okay? Because that's going to keep the car from coming down.
Okay.
And then maybe flip that and see.
Okay. Because I've been playing with it back and forth, but I've been trying to get advice on it.
So the more compression, the harder it is for the shock to compress.
Okay.
The rebound is how quickly it comes back to ride height. So you technically want it a little stiffer in, but you want it to come back quicker. Let it come up a little quicker.
Got you. All right. Well, I may slide over there and do that.
And then if you ever have them in the rear for drag racing,
Yes.
the way they recommend is like on their 18 way.
Yeah.
So run 16 compression, 2 rebound on the drag strip.
Really? Okay. All right. I'll try
That way, it's planting the tires, and then it can come back up because you want it to plant hard, but you want it to be able to stand up quickly.
Right.
So by having that compression, it's planting it hard, and with that low rebound, it can then rise the suspension and drive faster.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I got some stuff to play with.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, and what's fun too is on certain cars, I don't know if you can quite bounce your springs enough, but like we can go full soft in the car, like. So QA1s are the only shocks I would ever recommend. Like they alongside the spring as well.
Right.
It's such a cool thing if how much tech they have in those shocks.
Yeah. No.
That's not me being sponsored by them. It's just like I was playing, like driving over to the drag strip. We said it before, and just like rolling through the parking lot, you just feel like balanced.
Yeah.
And
Right.
because the compression was set so
Yeah.
high, and I was just like, I've dealt with like $15,000 sets of shocks from coil owners that don't respond like that.
Yeah. And that makes, like you said, that makes a difference. No, we just put them on like before we left. And so I'm like, I guess I'll figure it out when I get here. So I've been bothering everybody trying to figure out how to get everything kind of set up.
Well, and some people say you want a perfectly flat car all the time. The problem is, if you're not letting the car roll, you're relying 100% on the tire side.
Right.
I'm a fan of, you want it to just list a couple degrees and let the suspension and tire work together. And if you look like a really fast class guys, their cars still will move a little.
Right.
They're not perfectly flat. 'Cause again, if you're perfectly flat, all of that is scrubbing sideways against your tire.
Right.
You're not taking any of that.
Which is hard on this because I weigh 4,600 pounds. Even though I've stripped some weight out of the spare tires, stuff like that.
It's a truck.
It's a truck. It's 4,000. It's over 4,000 pounds. So to scrub that much on the sidewall, you're relying a lot on the tire.
Yeah.
So no, that makes sense.
But it's had fun.
Yeah.
Well, nice
no.
chat.
That's one of the big check marks of the weekend. Is it still runs under its own power. We didn't blow a transmission line. We didn't blow anything like that. We got the electrical system fixed. The seats work great. I mean, all that stuff does good. I mean, it works. Yeah, and we also got shocks figured out. Talked to QA1, talked to Questionable Garage, give us a lot of tips. Talked to a lot of guys around here and just got a lot of good information for next time. Learned about tires, learned about suspension setup, air pressure, learned about, different tire air pressures, just how chassis are supposed to work this weekend. And so we picked up time. We picked up time all week on the drag strip, on the autocross, on the 3S challenge. One big thing we've noticed is it doesn't have enough tire under the rear end. For 650 pound-foot of torque at 3,000 RPMs, you just can't put that much power down. So that's why I'm spinning all the way to the front, and you can see that F100, the green and blue one, he's pulling trucks on me, and I'm still spinning trying to catch up to him. It's just stuff like that we got to learn. That's all you can do is just keep running and learning. But super excited. This is a fantastic event. We'll probably be here next year. We'll probably be doing the same thing. I think it was a good time. I very much enjoyed myself. I'm glad we didn't tear it up, and we'll keep going for another day.